Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Northwestern Wildcats, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Northwestern ready to kick it off to get things started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Makes a move. Got him on the room. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
People still fill in the stands, and he takes the opening kickoff back to the house to fire up the crowd, fire up his teammates. What a start for this young man.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Northwestern's offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The give to the back. There he goes. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. The Wildcats, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll give it to him again. They get him before he gets started this time and knock him down in the backfield.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9. This crowd full of throats, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. The short hands, it's Covey. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Northwestern coming to the line with another first down. Motion from the wide receiver. The jet sweep pass. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The noise level is relentless here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Buys a little extra time. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wildcats. The extra point here would tie the game. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
The Buckeyes offense has its first opportunity of the day. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access.
Turning it on! Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Johnson looking to throw. Got it in the middle with Smith. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Buckeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal.
Anytime the ball goes in the air towards him, I feel like it's his. Like, there are no 50-50 balls. He just makes plays, game after game, play after play, and you see him featured in this offense for a reason. He's one of the best in the country, not just at the...
Touchdown, Ohio State! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And he's going to bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. Off the boot, looking for his man. Right on the money. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Such a great job by the defense winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means third and long. Third and long, now I go to dime packages, to nickel packages. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed on the field.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield and he moves the sticks.
Quickly to the tight end. And just a short and safe pass play, they pick up a few.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
They'll run the counter. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Quickly out to the tight end. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The Wildcats have this offense rolling. To the air on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And that's the challenge today. A week ago, they failed the challenge. Last week, they gave up 5 sacks. They can't do that again today. This defense saw it. They watched it on tape. They know they're not doing a good job of protecting their quarterback, and already 1 sack on the day.
They'll try to pop the draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
You know, you got to be careful when you're running the draw play because you're hoping those defensive ends get way up the field, thinking it's pass. Didn't happen that time, and the defense was able to get a negative play.
Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down. Doesn't convert this time. Northwestern will send out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position. What is it?
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Off the play fake. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. The The Buckeyes decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm
pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Gonna run it. It's popped. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Northwestern will have to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing, then build this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Steps away to find some room. Got his man to the left. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Johnson wants to throw it. Makes the grab. Got room at the 35. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing first and goal. They're going to run it. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Got nothing last time, now second and goal from the 3. Trying to power it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's shown it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Paula, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The short hands, it's coming. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They've got it at the 36. It's a first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Farrell. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. And the Wildcats getting set on first and 10. Running back searching for a hole. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. And the Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Tight end now in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got his man. Breaks into the open. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The give on the inside. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Brought down at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. It'll be a first down. The Wildcats kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
After the run, now to throw. Finds his man. It's caught. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his legs to buy some time. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that first.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And he never had a chance to get the pitch off on the option as he's tackled in the backfield. Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Gets it past the marker. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Johnson looking to throw. It's complete to the right. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Smith.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
The Buckeyes can really attack on this second and short. Under fire. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He'll step out of bounds at about the 11.
I love the play call there, too, because second and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch him off guard with the pass. Nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run it the very next play. But
and here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Got his man. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He's got it. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. Two workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. And with that, we send it back to the guys in the shoe.
And the Buckeyes will kick it off to start the second half. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Well, the defense knew coming into the second half here, they were going to have to crank up the pass rush, right? They've got the lead. They're going to be seeing this quarterback drop back. How can you affect him? You've got to win up front one-on-one and get home, and they did there on third down.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. Northwestern will send out the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They moved the football well in the last drive, but man, that fourth down and failing to convert there has to sting. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Buckeyes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Johnson wants to throw it. Caught close to the marker. It's Graham. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll run it to the right. They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. Touchdown, Ohio State. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Looking to throw on first down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
That's a great individual effort by him right there. When I think about Ohio State football, too, especially on defense, right, it's the legacy of the Silver Bullets, guys flying around, giving great effort and getting to the football, but it all has to start up front on the D-line. You've got to be dominant at that position. Right there, you just saw that, the ability to win one-on-one and make a play.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Lofts one high and deep. Catch inside the 25. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Here comes the heat. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
And it's got to be consistently, Jesse. Like, you got to consistently play hard, play after play, because sometimes they get rid of the ball fast. Sometimes you can't get in the mix.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power, you just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That pulls them to within 15, 28-13 the score.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Buckeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Johnson looking to throw. He'll pull it down. At the 35, he's loose. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to...
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Got it inside the 10. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
And this guy continues to pour on the stats. That's why he's in the Heisman picture, right? Had over 100 receiving yards last week. He's off to a great start today. Defenses just can't figure this guy out.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the route is on. He didn't see anyone open. Said, no problem. I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
To the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Fires to the big fella. At the 45 on his way. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. Oh, he's got some space. A solid pickup, and he goes out of bounds at the 30. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's coming. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Caught in the backfield, it's Cobb. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Makes the catch. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
Man, I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Northwestern. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10.
And you just get the feeling that this defense...
There he goes! Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the 4th quarter.
Pulls it in, it's Smith. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Peoples. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
And the Buckeyes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Quarterback moving. Touchdown, Ohio State! And the beatdown has ensued. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Big Ten this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. Michigan left little doubt You know, this version of the Maize and Blue can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program with multiple national titles. Really unexpected outcome in this intriguing Big Ten matchup. And the type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Trying play action. Fires to the tight end. At the 40, there he goes. On the ball. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Wildcats headed quickly to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on 1st down. Finds his tight end. And he's able to shed one tackle and get some pretty good pickup. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Looking to throw. Oh, they're after him. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Northwestern. Play the analytics here, and you go for 2. Just blinding speed. Speed that almost paralyzes defenders.
When you got a quarterback with that much speed, you got to find tricky ways to put more speed on the field.
Looking to the end zone, but the pressure gets there first, and the quarterback is sacked, and the 2-point conversion attempt is stopped. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. They'll ride the hot hand.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. The Buckeyes really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the pummeling has started. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
And what can you say about this offense in this game? All season long, they've done enough to win week in, week out. Hasn't always been pretty. They haven't always brought their A-plus game to the park. But they won a shootout today. Both offenses trading blows back and forth, and they were able to come out on top. And the offense, to me, is the reason they're still undefeated today.
They'll move the wide receiver. They'll start this drive with a pass. Catch in the middle, it's Covey. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. With that last catch, he now breaks the 1,500-yard mark through his career.
And that's a pretty good accomplishment, man. Hitting 1,500 yards, that speaks to your consistency, your durability, and your playmaking ability, Palmer, to consistently make plays. Because when you got those guys as a quarterback, you find them.
It's pretty nice. 1,500 yards, obviously a great number. The cool thing about him, though, he doesn't care about the stats. This guy just wants to win week in, week out. He's hungry, and he's made plays throughout his career.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. This dude is putting in work out of the slot, and he is just wearing out this defense.
Man, you see it, Reese, in football. These slot guys are so quick, so athletic. You back them up off the football so you can't get hands on them, and you just find ways to continue to get him the football. He's making plays, so I'm going to continue to throw it his way.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close.
Taking it the other way. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. The Buckeyes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, this situation on the field, this defense has their hands full because this running back just seems to have a nose for the end zone. Of course, he scored his last time out. He's really good down.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. What can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today, but opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. And the Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Motion from the back. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. And here we go, final play of the game right here. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He's taking a deep shot. Falls incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical. They were faster, and it showed today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer,